Hello, everyone. What if I told you there's a simple trick to make your English sound, well, amazing? Today, we're going to learn how to make your sentences shorter, sharper, and way more powerful. It's all about using one single word instead of a whole bunch. Ready? Let's get started. You know that feeling when you're trying to explain something and the words just keep coming out? Your sentences start to get all long and tangled up? Yeah, we've all been there. It's super common, but guess what? There's a really cool and easy way to fix it. So, here's our game plan for today. First up, we'll look at why you should even care about this. Then we'll jump into some really cool words to describe people and some big ideas. We'll check out some before and afters to see the magic happen, and then it's your turn. We'll finish with a fun little quiz. Sound good? All right, let's kick things off. Section 1, why use just one word? Let's find out why this is such a neat trick. So, this whole idea has a name, one-word substitution. And honestly, it's as simple as it sounds. You just swap out a long, clunky phrase for one perfect single word. It might seem like a tiny change, but trust me, it makes a massive difference. But why do it? What's in it for you? Well, for starters, it makes what you're saying totally crystal clear. No more confusion. It helps you get your point across in a really sharp, crisp way, and it avoids any misinterpretation. Basically, it's a total game changer for becoming a better speaker and writer. Okay, theories down. Time to get practical. Let's move on to our next section and look at some brilliant words for describing all the different kinds of people you might meet. Okay, so picture this. You're at a circus and you see someone doing all these incredible flips and jumps. You could say, wow, look at that person who performs gymnastic feats. But doesn't that sound a bit long? It's a real mouthful. So, what's a better way to say that? What's that one single punchy word that perfectly describes this person? Go on, have a little think. Did you get it? It's acrobat. Bam! One word. So much cooler, right? The performer at the circus was an amazing acrobat. It's short, it's snappy, and everyone immediately knows exactly what you're talking about. Perfect. All right, next one. We all have that one friend, right? The one who, no matter how bad things seem, is always smiling, always hopeful. You know, the one who always looks at the bright side of things. Any guesses? That person is an optimist. You know, think about a cricket match. It's the last over and your team needs 20 runs to win. Seems impossible? But your friend is on their feet shouting, "We can still do it!" That is a true optimist. But of course, there's always an opposite. If an optimist always sees the good, what about the person who always looks at the dark side of things? Well, that person is a pessimist. So you've got optimist and pessimist, two sides of the same coin. Pretty useful, right? Okay, we've got words for people down. Let's move on and tackle something a little trickier. Using single words to describe big ideas and complex situations. Imagine you read a really beautiful poem, but there's no name at the bottom. You have no idea who wrote it. The author is a complete mystery. Is there a special word for that? Yes, there is. We call it anonymous. It just means we don't know who the author is. So, if someone left a surprise gift on the teacher's desk with no name on the card, that would be an anonymous gift. See? Easy. Okay, here's a situation I bet you've all been in. Someone says something to you and you're left feeling, well, confused. Their answer could mean 2 or even 3 different things. It's just not clear. The word for that is ambiguous. It means a statement can be understood in more than one way. And the classic example, you ask your friend if they're upset and they just say, "It's fine." Ah, that is so ambiguous. Are they actually fine
Or are they secretly really annoyed? Who knows?
Now for my favorite part. Let's really see the power of these words in action with some awesome before and after comparisons. You're going to love this.
Just look at this. On the left, you've got the long way of saying things, and on the right, the precise, powerful way. So instead of a speech delivered without any previous preparation, you just say extempore. Instead of that which cannot be read, you say illegible. Work for which no salary is paid becomes honorary. And a place where records are kept is simply the archives. It's not just shorter, it's so much sharper and sounds way more professional, don't you think?
All right, you have been brilliant listeners. But now it's your turn. Let's do a quick, fun quiz to see what you remember. Don't worry, it's easy.
Okay. Question number 1. What do you call a trade or a business that is against the law? Something that's prohibited. Take a second.
Got it? The answer is illicit. Yep, an illicit trade is an illegal one. Well done if you got that right. And one last question for you. What is the word for the life story of a person, but it's written by someone else? And that would be a biography. Fantastic work. You're already well on your way to becoming a word expert. So there you have it, a bunch of powerful new words to make your English shine. But here's the thing, learning them is only half the battle. The most important part is actually using them. So my challenge to you is this. Which of these new words will you try to use in a sentence today? Give it a go and start leveling up your language right away. Thanks for joining me.